Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome John Esposito!
All right, keep it going for your first 3 comments, guys. Thanks everybody for coming. This really means a lot to me. We're making America great again. And we're all here to watch me get canceled tonight, right? And that's great. Let's get into it. I'll tell you a little bit about me. I'm an only child, right? Which makes sense, because after me, I'd be done too. And I'm German, Irish, Finnish, Swedish, and Italian, right? And I had a comic come up to me one time, she goes, "You're basically a World War II gangbang." Makes sense? My family's out here sucking and fucking. There you go. That's my mom. No, being an only child was weird, man. Like, I used to play football alone in the house all the time. I'd take the football, throw from one end of the house to the other end of the house. I'd run and catch it, I'd intercept it, I'd score a touchdown. My mom would go along with it, though. She'd be like, "Who won?" Like me, bitch. There's only And my dad, he would get mad all the time. I was playing alone. I'm like, "Dad, you can just make another kid." But I get it, because I wouldn't fuck my mom neither, you know? Like, I saw her tits one time, never again. I saw her tits, I don't even fuck white bitches. So, I'm sorry to all the white bitches here tonight. But growing up was weird. Like, my mom, she's an alcoholic, you know? And we used to play a lot of fun games, together all the time. And one of my favorite games was, Where Did Mom Pass Out Drunk Today? My dad, he would always find her. He'd be like, "Oh, she's in the tub. Oh, she's in our neighbor's house." Like that. That's her boyfriend's house. My mom dates a guy now, it's a true story, he doesn't speak any English, or he's gonna speak me. And she would put me on the phone with him all the time. She'd be like, "Here, talk to Pedro." Like, and that's his name, we're not racist, you know. We're a little racist. She would talk to Pedro, and he'd be like, "You know, Bobby girl, okay?" I'm like, "Ma, is he threatening me? I don't know what the fuck he is." My parents got divorced when I was 7. And at first I was happy for them, you know, because they finally decided on something. But the one thing they couldn't decide on was who kept me. And my mom, she kept me. Which is like, yeah, leave me with the alcoholic, that makes sense. And I thought we were a happy family, but then I remember we had CPS case. If you know what that is, it's Child Protective Services. And what they do is they send 2 people to come look at you. It's like, you can look, don't touch. And they would send these 2 guys, and they would come look at my body. And it's like, that was more traumatizing than the abuse. Can we... I lost it. Right. We got 27 and a half more minutes left. No, yeah, I had the CPS case, and that was great. My parents beat me because they love me, you know? They did. No, they didn't beat me. They fucked me up. Can we talk about it? But after the divorce, my mom started dating some guy, and he spoke English because she wasn't drunk enough yet to understand Spanish. And I guess you can call him my stepfather, but that was kind of weird, you know? Because a lot of my friends growing up, they didn't have fathers, and I had one to give away. Remember I started liking this girl in middle school? We both were in middle school, relax, I'm not sacky. I started liking her, you know, we get to know each other, and she finds out I'm white. She's like, "I can't do this, I can't take you home." My parents won't allow that. And I was like, "But don't you know I'm gonna have good credit when I get older?" Like, and that was the day I became Puerto Rican, you know? I lied for years and said I was Puerto Rican Yonkers, truthfully. Because I learned about lying in relationships with my mom and my stepfather, you know? Because they would lie all the time. Like, they would say things like, "We love you." You don't love me. But it was fun when my stepfather first joined the family, you know? Because he didn't know white people, we talk back to our parents. I remember one time he came up to me, he's like, "Let me get your PlayStation." I said, "Shut up, bitch." And then he reminded me I was Puerto Rican. I had to kneel on rice for 3 days. Shit still hurts. Don't know. Yeah. But I have an old school Italian father too. And my father, he can't pronounce anything. Like, this is a true story. Like, the other day, you know how iPhone updates itself, right? So the other day, I get in his car, he's like, I lost my YouTube's history today. I'm like, it's YouTube. You can say it. He's like, so I went into the iApple store. I said, hey, listen, you's fucking with my YouTubes, they're gonna fuck yous up. And I said, that was an IHOP. Like, I'm making us look bad. And this is a true story. Like, I'm in his house, I'm sitting in the living room, I'm watching a movie, and a couple rooms down, all I hear is, I got my YouTube's history back, baby. I'm like, how did this guy raise me? Like, he missed a few meals, you know? But after, I was taken away from my mom because of all the alcohol and stuff, so I had to live with that crazy guy, my father. And living with him was crazy. I got new traumas living with him, you know? Like, I found his porn stash once. None of them look like my mom. All black bitches. No, I'm just kidding. No, he's racist. But they don't look like my mom. Which makes sense, because I saw her tits, you know? So, you want to see them? I'll show them to you after. I got them on my phone if you want to see them. My father didn't know what to do with me growing up, you know, so he put me in therapy right away. And I hated therapy. Like, I tried everything to get out of therapy. I remember one time I threw myself down a flight of stairs. My father walked in and said, get up. I said, nobody loves me. I tried everything. I had a therapist recently, or not, around that time, tried to diagnose me with OCD. So what he did was he took a box of tissues, he threw it at me, hit me in my face, it fell on the floor. He says, does that bother you? It fucking hurt, bitch. Yeah, it fucking bothered me. So therapy's working. And anybody here in therapy? Mentally ill crowd, I love it. Lock the doors. I had a therapist recently tell me, she goes, oh, it's your depression. I said, bitch, I could have told you that for $300, you know? Like, where were we in my story? Oh yeah, I was in special ed as a kid. Not with the downies though, with the uptards. People used to see me in the hallway all the time. They'd be like, hey, what's up, tard? I didn't like that too much. I thought that was rude. And like, the teachers would always bring us on the same class trip every year. It was always to the movie theaters, and I think that's the way of saying this is where you're gonna work when you get older. But joke's on them, because I do this now. In between shifts. And I don't know, man. This is fun. Clap it up for yourselves one more time. This is great. But being in special ed means you can say the R word, right? It's like when you have, see, she said it. It's like when you have black friends, you can say the N word. I don't have any black friends, but I'm retarded. So, I was one of the only white kids growing up in Yonkers too. And that was fun. Like, we had to learn a lot of fun subjects. And one of my favorite subjects, I don't know about favorite, but we had to learn about slavery. And I was one of the only white kids, you know, so I would sit up front and like, the teacher would roll the TV and turn off the lights and play the movie. And then she would turn the lights back on, you would feel it. You knew that they were looking. So I'd look over, I'd be like, yo, bro, if I was there, it would be different. It wouldn't be different. What would I do? So now I date black and Spanish girls to make up for it? We had no racism too growing up, being one of the only white kids. Like, they used to be like, yo, you're the blackest white boy I know. I used to be like, I know that. The one time that didn't fly though, I was at my friend Willie's house. And we're all hanging out, you know, like it's me, I'm the only white kid there, and they're smoking weed, I'm not. I'm not a snitch, but they were smoking weed. And I'm not. And Willie's father walked in, he goes, who the hell let the social worker in here? I said, actually, I'm the blackest white boy they know. And he didn't like that too much. So, then I was like, I'm here to collect the child support. He really didn't like that. I ended up in high school with Willie, and I started smoking weed in high school, because I'm no bitch. And I went from smoking weed to sucking dick for crack, and I say that to say, because if you're white and you think about smoking weed, don't do it. We just suck dick for crack. Unless your school shooter white, then suck dick. Please, stop shooting up the schools. Imagine black people shot up schools, they're better than us at everything. There'd be no schools left. No schools. I don't know if I get school shooter vibes anymore, but I used to. You hear it? Lock the doors. My old manager used to tell me all the time, he would see me, I worked at Red Lobster for a while, and I'm glad you love it. You know? We don't love you. No, I worked there for a number of years, and my manager used to come up to me all the time and he'd be like, hey, whenever you're going to shoot this place up, just let me know, I'll call out of work. He's like, I won't ruin your day, just don't ruin mine. And so I would chase him in the back. I'd be like, Kareem, today's the day. And like, you can't even play like that no more, you know? The only place I would shoot up would be a comedy club at 8 o'clock at night. That's the only... No, I worked at Red Lobster for 3.5 years. I know, hold your applause, I'm a hero. And working there was fun, man. Like, we did a lot of drugs. All right. I did a lot of drugs. But I have fun stories, you know, like I dropped a shot in a baby one time. It was crying, okay? And somebody had to. But the parents got mad at me. And I was like, why? It's asleep. It might be asleep forever, but it's asleep. I was sent home that night, and I went to Fridays to go drink, because that was the only place I could drink. I was underage. And I got banned from Fridays that night, you know? I've been banned from Fridays 3 different times, but this time was fun. This was the time where I told the manager, I said, hey, I'm gonna go do cocaine in your bathroom. And he followed me in the bathroom and did cocaine. I was like, I'm a man of my word, bitch. Get out of the stall, we're here together. But you know what it's like to get banned from a place 3 different times? It's like going back to a toxic ex, like, how did I get here, you know? All right, we'll edit that out, don't worry. How are you doing? I got my mom texting the phone, you know? I stopped working at Red Lobster though, after this. This was the last thing I remember. We had promotions every year, you know, like the manager always tried to sell appetizers and drinks and stuff, and it was endless shrimp, okay, and I had these regulars that would come out every year, and they would sit at my table, and they were fat, you know, it was bad, and, because endless shrimp is all you can eat shrimp, if you can't figure that out, and, no, it was bad, like the kids in oxygen tanks, it was horrible, and they would sit at my table all the time, you know, and they were there one night, they were ordering everything, they were ordering 2 of everything, 2 fried shrimp, 2 shrimp scampi, 2 shrimp pasta, and my manager came up and she was like, did you try and sell them any apps? And I was like, I don't think they need them. I think they're one part away from blowing this place up. That's right. No, I stopped working there when I graduated high school because I got accepted into a really nice college. It's really hard to get into, called WCC, and there's some alumni here. That's Westchester Community College, if you don't know, and the acceptance rate's really low, but no, it's really high. They let anybody in, and I went there for 2 semesters. I don't remember anything. I started blacking out a lot. You know, like you ever wake up and be like, it's February? Like you have no idea? That was me. I started blacking out a lot because I started taking a lot of Xans. Right? Nice. If you haven't taken them, I suggest you do because they're great. Except they always make you want to steal shit, you know? And this one night, I was really high and hungry, you know. So I was like, I'm gonna go walk through the McDonald's drive-thru. So I went to go walk. And I saw this car with keys inside of it, and I was like, well, that solves that. And so I took it, and I went the speed limit, right? And I stopped at the red light. I don't know if you guys know what happened next. I got away. And no, I was arrested right there at the red light. I learned 3 valuable lessons that night. 1, don't steal a car on Xanax, right? 2, don't do the laws in a stolen car, right? And then 3, white privilege is a thing, you know what I mean, Jeremy? High five. Because I got away. And I pled guilty to probation. Because in the streets, I'm the blackest white boy you know, but in prison, I'm the prettiest white girl you know. I'm not trying to get fucked. Not today. But I ended up violating probation because I got tired of going. And my probation officer, he sent me to rehab because I'm white. And I went to rehab with 180 drug addict men. It was not co-ed, it was all men. And I gotta say, underrated, okay? We never knew what to expect. Like one day we had a Zodiac shitter in the hallway, right? He shit on the first floor and the second floor at the same time. And the next day we had a meth orgy. What I'm trying to say is you never knew what to expect, okay? This place was great. And when I say we had a meth orgy, I wasn't involved, okay? I want to make that clear, I was not involved. However, I can see why guys would fuck in prison. Because I was there for 6 months, and there was a guy, Mikey, with a man bun. Mikey did it for me. Don't judge me. I was up there for 6 months, a hole's a hole. And I spent my 21st birthday in rehab. Where'd you spend your 21st birthday, miss?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
At the club.
So you're better than me. So I was being a loser, you were living my life.
Exactly.
Fuck. She said exactly. So what are you doing here? You're still drinking. You haven't learned from your mistakes. You're dating one. No, I'm just kidding. You guys are the CFOs and stuff, right? Nice. I don't know, man. I was single in rehab back then, right? And I was like, well, how am I going to date? You know, I'm 20. What am I going to do? So I figured I could date in rehab. I could just go to another rehab with women there, and I could date there. Because girls in rehab, they don't love themselves. They're self-centered. They're easy targets. And you can pick up a girl in rehab with the same pickup line. It looks like this. We'll be in the med line, and I'll be like, hey. Hey there, sleepyhead. I can keep you sober. And then she comes home with me, but we both end up sucking dick for crack. And so I was like, that's not gonna work. And I was like, all right, maybe I can do a dating app thing, right? So I was like, the Methadone Clinic dating app. The idea of the app is to fuck junkies. Because I don't know if you see enough of them in the city, but junkies give you easy access. Like a junkie could just be like this all day. And from that angle, you can fuck him from the front or the back. Either way, he won't notice. And the name of the app could be Saved by the Shop, right? There's so many O's. That shot could be narcan or heroin, you choose. But then the app gets a little tricky, because let's say you show up on the date and the guy's dead. +1 for you, because you're not dead. I did get sober after rehab. I've been sober for 6 years now. I'm done with this shit. What are you drinking, miss? Mark, I want to be like her. Can you give me one, please? Because you know why? When you get sober, you get your morals back. You know? Like, it's been 6 years since I took my grandmother's meds. And I think if somebody's going to take them, it should be me. Right? Like, I like her. She agrees with everything. She's the assistant. She just says yes. You know? No, it's been 6 years since I've taken my grandmother's meds. And I didn't just take her meds either. Like, I used to take her friends' meds, you know? Like, we would meet up for bingo and I would just fuck them all. Because the more hips you break, the more pills you take. And but after rehab, I did end up going to a halfway house. And so while all my friends were in college, I was jerking off DSS for money. And being in rehab, we had to go to outpatient. And just to give you an idea of what outpatient was like, we had like this guy who stood up in the middle of group therapy, and he goes, "My neighbor drank gasoline today." Like, what neighbor? Like, you're homeless. I don't know. We used to prank each other in the halfway house all the time. Like, I remember there's one guy, nobody liked him, and he texted the group text one day. He's like, "Hey, I'm running late. Can you guys send me the halfway house manager's number?" You know? So we sent him the suicide hotline. And rest in peace to him, you know? But I don't feel bad. He's a piece of shit. And he's still alive, unfortunately. It's much better to think he's dead. Thanks. I don't know, anybody here single? You're single? Nice. How long have you been single, sir?
3 months.
Wow, so it's new to break up. Whose fault was it?
Mutual.
Mutual.
Kind of my fault.
Kind of your fault. Alright, nice. You want my mom? I can. I'm telling you, she's single. She's out here. She's right there. 3 months. And what do you do for work? You're an attorney. Come on. Small dick? What is it? Because you got money. Shit. Mom? He can give us the house we want, you know? Anyway. You know what they say? They say junkies shouldn't have kids. I don't know who says it, but in my head, they say it, and I don't know why. Like, I think junkies would be the best parents, right? Like, we'll never stop loving you. Unless you get in the way of our heroin, then we'll stop, you know? I don't know, I can't wait to have kids. Like, I'm gonna send my kids to rehab right away. I think rehab's more beneficial than college, I do. Because college, you learn how to work a job, right? But rehab, you learn how to live for free. College, you learn how to master a skill, like attorney, you know? But in rehab, you learn how to master and manipulate. And college costs anywhere from $30,000 to $100,000 a year. And rehab costs just a few overdoses. Loss of family members. Listen, I know losing family members isn't funny, but fuck it, get a new one. Fuck you guys. That was funny. We're like 20-something minutes in. I'm just gonna stay here in silence. Nobody wants to laugh at me. No, I don't know, man. Where the fuck was I? What was I doing? What was I talking about? I don't know. How are you doing?
Good.
You're just good? Is that what he told you to say? He sent it in an email, whatever they asked. You're good. No, I've been sober for, like I said, 6 years, and, What? Oh. I've been sober for 6 years now, and I gotta say, man, it's been a blessing. Like, when you get sober, you start doing shit you never did before, right? Like, I remember, like, now I play tennis, and, I'm from Yonkers. We don't play fucking tennis, you know? And you start doing nice shit. Like, my friend and I last year, we volunteered for a suicide prevention walk, and it was a great event. There's nothing funny about it. It was really fun. However, our jobs we were the drivers, so we were picking up the quitters, you know? And it's like... Y'all quit already. I did get a real job after getting sober. I work for a landlord now. So it's my job to get yelled at all the time. It's kind of nice. I like it. It's kinky. I like it. It's like yell at me, spit on me, choke me, whatever you want to do. But we have some crazy ass tenants. Like one of my tenants, she sleeps on the floor with a mallet to catch the mice. And she called the other day. She's like, I got no heat. I sent the super up, and he was like, John, all her windows are open. I said, that's not how it works, miss. Like, close the fucking windows. But this one was fun. We had this one lady. She called. This one made me laugh. She goes, my ceiling fell on top of me. You didn't see it coming, bitch? Get out the way. I lived a lot of places since getting sober, right? Like I lived in the halfway house. I went from the halfway house. I lived with a roommate in an apartment, and then I lived with 2 Jewish roommates in the attic. And now I got my apartment. The 2 Jewish roommates, right? We had a lot of fun in that attic all the time. And we used to joke around, drink chocolate milk, and, hang out and all this stuff. And kosher, of course. And, we were up there one night, and then we hear on the news, like, oh, Hamas is going to attack New York. And I was like, well, just don't worry, guys. We're 3 Jews in the attic. They won't find us. I'm not even Jewish. But like Jews know where to hide, you know what I mean? Like first attics, now tunnels. And I like my new apartment though now. It's there's no Jews there. Not that that would be a problem, okay? But it's a basement apartment, so I'm close. And I do like it. And it's really nice. The ceiling hasn't collapsed yet, so it's good. You guys have any maintenance requests for your where you live? What's wrong? Give me one. Everything's wrong.
Curtains falling down, the dishwasher's not properly anchored, the ACs don't work.
You can move out.
I come live with you?
You want to live with me? Babe, is that okay? I gotta ask her for everything. I did get a girlfriend too since getting sober. Clap it up for that. That's nice. And we have a nice way of closing. No, I'm just kidding. No, I got a girl. She's lovely. We have a lot of fun together. She's Dominican though, and so she's crazy. And honestly, she scares the shit out of me. Like she's 5'5", and I'm deathly afraid to go back there after this. Like, and I think our kids are gonna be fun. Like, we're gonna have unsalted platanos walking around. You know? Like, I'm really excited for that. I can't wait. Cause like but being in a relationship is fun. Like, you can't do you know what it is, right? Like when you fuck up, right? It's like, like you just can't fuck up anymore. You know what I mean? You can't even be on OnlyFans. You can't do nothing. So what did you do? What was it?
It caused a breakup?
Yeah. Fuck it. Let's air it out.
She wanted to get married.
Hold on. She wanted to get married. And why didn't you?
I said, I don't.
That's a real man right there. Hell yeah. Well, babe, oh damn, so she wanted to get married, so she like with somebody else, or you don't know? So wait, hold on. She wanted to get married, and you said you don't. Like, just hit her up, you know what I mean? Like, you could just pretend you want to get married and never get married. That's what I would do. You could have a bachelor party, plan the wedding, and then just break up with her. I don't get it. That's what I would do. I don't know. Anybody here on OnlyFans? Anybody? The lawyers on OnlyFans. Oh, that would be so fucking horrible. Like, this is where you don't find your lawsuit, unless you're Saki. No, I'm just kidding. All right, guys. So this has been kind of fun. I don't know. I used to be on OnlyFans. I was, and I had an account. The name of the account was the idea of the account was to sell pictures of OnlyFans. You know, like ceiling fans. You know, exhaust fans and stuff like that. But then OnlyFans emailed me and they were like, "Hey, your content goes against community guidelines," and I was like, "What?" This guy's slinging lawyer dick on there, and I don't know. You guys have been great. I just wanted to wrap this up before I go. I wanted to say like a serious message, I guess, because it's whatever. If you are struggling with anything, just please reach out to somebody, like any mental illness or drug abuse or anything like that. It is important. I know I joke a lot about it and overdosing and stuff like that, but it's not really funny. And you guys all know that. But if you can, reach out to somebody.